Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Alright, I did do a little bit of grinding to get BP for Vermilia and Sakia. Both Mailing and Patchouli were good to go. They need, all four of them need 300 BP to get to Flandre. Besides that, I did dump some upgrades on some leveled up some stats and spent some skill points here and there where I can afford it. Kamachi does have her body revitalization now, which is good. I also opted to go ahead and pick up Paralyzing Incense on Sakia. That way she can take advantage of her, what do you call it? Flashing Murder and all that good stuff. So, one thing, I actually looked up Flandre's stats, the boss fight Flandre, and one thing I didn't realize, but it does make sense because it was something I definitely noticed. For us, we just have flat debuff as a resistance. For the bosses, they have specific resistances to every type of debuff. So a lot of the bosses actually have high resistance to speed debuff, as opposed to the other debuff types, which is really annoying when I had a character that was supposed to be all about debuffing speed. Now, I think I could have possibly debuffed with Alice more successfully if I also had Raisin out at the same time, but at the same time, I was like, that's a lot of effort just to get a speed down. So I figured, as you may have noticed, I went ahead and dropped Alice and just I'm going with this team for the time being. I did go and kill all the FOEs that are currently available to us, and that is the gist of it. Alright, it's floor 11, isn't it? No, floor 12. Alright, we may still be underleveled and unprepared for this boss fight, but we will attempt it. If it doesn't work out, we'll just go through the fire area, which is actually super easy, because we have a character that does a bunch of water damage. As for picking up another character, it probably is going to be either Kaneko. There's another character that's not available to us yet. There's also Kaguya, who is actually really good since she has the ability to bypass a lot of defenses. But she's kind of in the same boat as Patchouli, so I kind of want to, if I want to pick up another mage, I would like to be one that's a bit more durable. Alright, one moment. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. Alright, so the reason why I have Raisin out is to lower resistances and then try to get paralysis off on Flandre to try to keep her at bay. She is vulnerable to most debuffs and things like that, so I'm hoping to take advantage of that. In any case, level 65 is the requirement. We're average level 38, but our actual average is more around 60, give or take. Maybe high 50s. Oh, my dear sister, what would you be doing in such a place like this? Ah, Flan. Ugh, you're still on about that. Just to let you know, I'll show no mercy to anyone who interferes with my picnic. Actually, scratch that. I won't show mercy either way. I'm in a really bad mood now. Get out. Look, just listen to me first, and I said to get out of here. If you don't want to listen, this is what you're going to get. Oh, well, that missed. That's good. Alright. I don't know how well this is going to work, but here goes nothing. Well, didn't work. Alright, well, other plan. Discard her. Oh, wow, that missed. That was not something I expected. Well, we're just doing bad all around, aren't we? I should have buffed with Romelia. That's my bad. Mountain Breaker. So yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I survived. There we go. Get those debuffs going. And then take 4,000 damage. So yeah, that's the problem. Among other things. Oh, that's bad. Well, I may lose Netteray. Yep. Okay. So yeah, she's a bit of a powerhouse. Yeah, we're not strong enough to do this. Even if I switch to tanking mode, I wouldn't be able to survive these hits. She also has like 450,000 HP, so that's another thing. Yeah. I'll try one more time, but I will probably, instead of doing, trying to paralyze, I'm going to just do speed beat buffs and then just go. That's about all I can really do. Nice miss. Problem is once she goes into her next phase, I don't think I have an answer. Yeah. Alright, we'll just continue onwards until we get a bit stronger. I mean, level 65, we're nowhere near that. Alright, well, in that case, let's do someplace else. First things first. Alright, let's do this. What's this crystal? This orb seems to be controlling the amount of magic around here. I told you earlier how there's magic on the trees that's fueling the fire, right? This orb should be able to change the amount of magic used, which will make the fire stronger or weaker. Huh, I see. Make it weaker then, a whole lot weaker. I hate the heat. So yeah, we're right now sitting at 50 degrees Celsius, which is incredibly hot. And then this warp requires between 70 to 80. So with this, we're now at 74 degrees Celsius. And then we can hit our checkpoint here. And then this will reset the temperature back to 50. So this is our reset button. The rest of the buttons are actually, I think, a flat value change, or a plus or minus. So that's what we're going to have to manipulate from here. So yeah, this one requires 61.8 and 62.2. So yeah, some of these have a very specific range. A large rock blocks requires the iris seal to pass. Same situation. Also, we now have new music. So, fire level. Pretty much everything I've encountered so far is vulnerable to water. Or cold. Also, I did probably get some new materials here and there. Fragment of Mithril. Mithril means gray glitter in Sindarian. It shines like silver, but it never tarnishes. It's found in the Dwarven mines of Moria. It was common during the Third Age, but due to dwarves over-mining, they awakened the Durin's Bane, and Moria was annihilated with it. Zerlite. Chunks of enmity from extremely strong enemies that shines azure. It's as bright as daylight even during the night. A good light source that doesn't use up fuel. Let's see, anything else? Stuff that resulted from burning various things. If they're just ordinary ashes, surely you'll find plenty of them in the human village. Let's see. So I was grinding on this floor, so I'm just making sure I didn't pick up a bunch of stuff. So I think we're okay for the time being. Kadama's core. This is according to Rinazuki's ability, the core of a Kadama, but he can't tell what a Kadama's core is supposed to be, nor how it works. Celestial's Hagoromo, which is what we picked up from Tenchi, I believe. A Hagoromo with heaven's power residing within, an annoying piece of cloth that tries to float back to the heavens whenever you're not looking. Dragon Whiskers, a small bunch of whiskers grown on a dragon. Make fun of whiskers if you want, but it's an easy material to use for making it into strings or a whip. Divine Feathers, we know about. Alright, I think we're okay. So yeah, got heat devices there, there's a boss up there. $77 to $82. $40 to $45. I think this floor also has a subclass available, or actually I think it's either this floor or the floor after, but in order to get there you have to go through some hoops. Courtesan Sorrow, I believe that's death resistance. Yeah, we've gotten plenty. And since I grinded here, I kind of have a good idea of what I can use for sweeping, which is good. Besides Nettery, of course. Alright, let's clear out the rest of this area. We're probably not going to make too much progress here, because I'm going to be clearing everything before I start messing with switches. $47 to $48.8. Stairs going up. I believe I mentioned at the end of the last video, this is essentially one giant big puzzle. All three floors are connected, essentially. All of them run off the same heat mechanic. And the heat will stay even at the same level even if you leave the dungeon. Which can lead to a soft lock, which isn't a bad thing. It just means you have to go and reset the temperature. Hello, what do you got for me? Unlock, please. Wash basin set, a master's emblem, 4 life gems. Alright, the wash basin set is actually pretty nice. We're gonna go ahead and give this to Nettery because she really gets the most benefit out of it. Give her a nice 266 speed. Yeah, won't worry about that for now. We will get a physical attacker eventually once we get Flandra, but for right now, or what physical attackers we do have are doing just fine. Okay, time to play with switches, I guess. So we're at 50 degrees Celsius. Alright, so yeah, these will switch back and forth. So this one's a plus minus 10, which will get set up to 60. And then this one's plus and minus 20. So we can get up to 80 degrees from this easily enough. So the question is what do we want to play with? We can go through there. Alright, so both switches on can get us to that, at least. Alright, let's go back to that then. At the very least, we'll get some progress. I may have to write some of this down to keep track of what gates we need to go through and what temperatures we need. There's a barrier here. Let's refer to our barrier specialist on the scene. Miss Reimu, please give us your expert opinion. Leave it to me. Let's see here. Hello, hello. Is there someone outside the barrier? Huh? This voice. It is I, Byakuran. I am on the opposite side of the barrier. Would you be the Great Tree Exploration Party? I suppose that is a silly question. Who else could it be? Byakuran, why'd you erect a barrier here? The enemies have become very strong in this area, as I needed to rest. I created a powerful barrier that would require the magic of the Sutra Scrolls to remove. Thus I proceeded to create the barrier, but right after it was finished, I realized the scrolls that were necessary to remove the barrier had been lost during my journey. Was that really the only reaction you had? As such, may I request that you assist in finding the Sutra Scrolls I lost? There should be 4 of them. 4? Geez, that's a lot. All 4 of the Sutra Scrolls are required to remove the barrier. I will be counting on you, thank you. She makes it sound so simple. Reimu, can you force open the barrier somehow? I could if I had the time. For a barrier like this, I'd have to work on it for about a day. The monsters this high in the Great Tree are pretty strong. Staying here for an entire day is going to be a big ask. Right, I think doing as she says and searching for the scrolls would be faster. That old hag. Fine, let's keep an eye out for them. Well, we found 1 so far. So yeah, we can't get through unless we have all of them. And this one requires the Platagicodan seal to get through it. Needless to say, we'll be fighting a number of bosses to get these seals unlocked. Tailwing thrusters, nice. Well, that is it for this area. Yeah, luckily most of these are not too bad. Oh, I forgot to tag someone out. We'll escape. It's the price you pay when you make a mistake like that. Alright. Okay, 40, 45, we can't do that one. Anything below 50 we can't do right now. That one we can't do either, which means we can't do the one opposite of it because it's the same thing. So we need to go over here and see what we can mess around with. Nope, can't do that one either. So that leaves just this one down here. Alright, so we need to turn back this switch here to bring it back down to 70. So yeah, Ryzen's almost strong enough to handle these things on her own using her Lunatic Rated Eyes, which is maxed out. I'm currently working on maxing our Discarder next, just to give her more debuff potential. Eternal Ice. So this one is +2, -2. Alright. Pretty straightforward, so we'll turn that on. And then head on back. What's the range for this? Okay, we can do these. So we need to reset this one, and then turn on the 10. That puts us in the range for the those ones. What was this one again? Okay, yeah, we can't do those until we find one that actually does minus. Okay, that's it for racing for now. Actually, do Patchouli. Alright, what's down here? Another one of these. This one is -4. And it's a big loop. Got it. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. So that puts us at 58, which means we shouldn't be able to get back. Right. So I have to leave. Also, checking this real quick just in case. Oh yeah, I did get an achievement off screen. Sell Stellar Seller, sell for more than 10,000 money at Netery's workshop. Treasure chest key. Those two words look similar enough to trick your eyes. Alright. I'll level up later. Okay, so with this, we can actually go take advantage of the checkpoint we have on floor 13 and be back here. So we're at 58 right now. Which means if we reset this one, it'll put us at 48, which will put us here. And it takes you to the room, which has 3 different switches in it. Alright, well, I appreciate you guys' gusto. Netery's got this. 50.6 and 53.2. And no matter how far we go, all we see around us is crimson flames. It's like we're in hell. Ah, this is tough on the old motivation. At times like these, you should rest your eyes on a lovely flower. It will soothe your mind and make you feel at ease. This is how humans can forge their minds. And where can we find a flower in this burning forest? Oh, over here. There's one here. It looks on the verge of death from the heat. Yeah, it does. It's taken root in a very harsh environment. I wish there was a way to make the area here cooler. Make it cooler, huh? Hey, Cerno. Were you calling me? Sure did. Use your power to make this area a little cooler. No way. Why do I gotta do something like that? That does sound good. I want to cool off as well. Come on, Cerno. I'll give you my dessert from tonight's dinner if you show me that you're powered for a bit. This should be nothing for the strongest fairy, right? Dessert? Haha. I guess it can't be helped then. Gaze in awe at my awesome power. Yeah. Oh, this is great. I feel all refreshed now. Ah, the temperature around the flower has cooled to the perfect temperature. Or sorry, I think it said temperature twice. Now I'll just use my power to give this girl a bit more energy. Alright, I guess that should do it. Do your best and beat this heat, okay? Gah, it's just a few seconds since Cerno's stopping, and I already feel like I'm losing against the heat. Come on, Marissa, let's make up some ground while we're still remembering what that coolness felt like. Ooh, now this is cooling. Ah, don't drag me around. Alright, so with that, we might be able to fight another boss, but I'm pretty certain we won't be able to beat that boss either. Wow, that was almost embarrassing. Let me guess. That's right, I remember why I was using that. I need the accuracy. Alright, in that case... honestly, Sakia might be the best for that. But for right now, let's put this on you. There we go. Well, since I'm running out of time anyway... Okay, there's Crystal. Crystal embedded inside the foreheads of a species of beauties, a grants strong magic power, but kills the person from whom it is taken. If you want her to survive no matter what, then join the sect instead. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head back. And we want to go to... definitely before the desert. Floor 9? Not quite. It says level 53. But we're still missing bushes. Yep, there's still more that we have to get through. Okay, so we still do not meet with those requirements. Duly noted. And since I don't want to keep shuffling this every time, we'll do this. Alright. What was the other location? Might as well check that while I'm here. $40.45, okay. So one thing to be careful of is, since it holds the temperature changes when you leave, you only have so many points of entry back to this place, and you may end up having to reset all your work just to get back to where you were. So be exceptionally careful about that. for right now, we'll just clear out what's here. $68.74. $59.8 to $60.2. $73.2 to $78. There we go. Got that area cleared out. Want to at least get everything cleared out before I actually have to hit any more switches. And it looks like we're just about to reach that point. Alright, that's the situation we're in. Okay, so I'll check those switches and see where that puts us. So that's plus 16, or sorry, 18. So plus 18, plus 10, and then minus 6. So that's the range to look at. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm the Depressed Dealer. This is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. I'll see you guys next time.